There you are. What's wrong?
Not feeling great.
It's not COVID-19, is it?
No, it's not COVID-19. I wouldn't do that. I think it's that substantial meal I had.
Oh dear. Well, the pubs will be open in a couple of days, and then you can have a proper substantial meal. None of that homemade rubbish.
What do I say next? Welcome to Jester Jesters Goes Viral. What's Jester Jesters?
John, it's me, John.
Where am I?
You're in hospital, John. You had a very bad fall.
Oh, God.
Do you remember who I am?
I have a name.
What's that name?
Tim?
I'll do. It's time for Jester Jesters. Do you remember Jester Jesters?
What's Jester Jesters?
You remember Jester Jesters, don't you?
I don't.
But today of all days, John, it's our 11th birthday. Started all in the fresh, crisp year of 2009. You know, we had a downstairs venue in a basement with a brick wall sometimes. All the people, John, all the people, they would come down. All the acts, all the friendly faces, we'd hug. And there'd be 20 acts, sometimes 3 sections, sometimes ending at about 12:30 in the evening. No one got home on time. Everybody was drunk.
Sounds horrible.
Try to remember. Try to remember.
Hello, everyone! Yeah! Welcome to Jester Jesters.
On the 30th of November 2009, 2 years ago exactly to this very day, Chris James put on the very first Jester Jesters night in this very room. And there were only 5 acts performing that night, and I was one of them. And there were only 3 audience. Since then, this night has gone from strength to strength. We have people queuing up to perform at this night, and only 3 audience.
Funny thing happened to me on the way here tonight. Again. But I didn't write it down.
Who is here as an act? Who is here as an audience member? Oh my God! This is like one of the rare open mic nights we have more than 2 audience members. This is
Because ladies, if someone said to you, you will meet 72 male virgins in the afterlife, I'd say, well, if I want to meet them, I could just go to computer club. Or take up stand-up comedy.
Alright, we're gonna keep this going again. We're gonna have your penultimate act of this third. Are we excited?
I did a gig about 2 months ago now in Brixton, and it was in front of a lot of rude boys, and I asked if anyone was a vegetarian in the audience, and it just fell silent. But one guy at the back went, "Bah!" It's like a sort of strangely violent way of confirming his vegetarianism.
Part of your job as a volunteer is to help me by holding my microphone. Okay, can you do that for me? Okay, but don't talk into it. Okay. Elizabeth, what I'm going to need you to do is, okay, can you hold your hand?
I got 2 pet sharks. You got 2 pet sharks? Nah, your mama won't let you have sharks in the house, will she, Junior?
He's a baby deer! His friend's a rabbit! Oh no, his mum's been burned alive in a fire or shot in the face or something! It's been a while since I've seen that.
Let's all sing another happy birthday to Jester Jesters.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jester Jesters. Happy birthday to you.
No, too soon.
I don't remember.
Surely you remember, John. So many good years until 2013 when we had to leave the plum tree. And we even made a video, like shot-for-shot version of the intro to Goodfellas.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a comedian.
Can't get a gig.
Then we went to the Betsey Trotwood. Do you remember the Betsey, John?
And I told her how I loved my virginity. And she put the weirdest, she was so shocked. And I was thinking, oh man, this is the worst job interview ever.
All right, let's get this over with.
I just turned 22. This is the face of a 22-year-old. Fucking deal with it, all right? I haven't got to sit here and have time to explain to you. This is what happens when you try to follow a dream. Do you know what I mean? Like, I used to be a pretty little white girl. Just... That's it. Is that with you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So many good years happened. You've forgotten them all?
Yeah.
2019? Our 10th birthday? All the old faces came down. We had a whole day of comedy. A festival.
Wow. I wish I could remember.
Can I tell them nothing? I think I was here at the very first Jesters 10 years ago. I went upstairs to the, what was the other place called?
The Racketeers one.
The Jam Tree. Was it Jam Tree?
Plum Tree.
Plum Tree. Chris James was there, me, and this guy's an American comedian. No one turned up. Then Jonathan Hearn took on, and anyone who's anyone in UK comedy has done this gig. So thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, Tim.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, it's true. Right, I'm going now.
No.
Literally every single night we did after the 10th birthday was gold. Loads of people, audience. We were taking donations like there was no tomorrow. It was a brilliant, prosperous time for Jester Jesters.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Forgotten it all.
Doesn't sound familiar at all.
Then the pandemic. That bloody pandemic.
What?
It wiped out everything. We even had to make 26 online episodes to keep the spirit of the night going.
Sure, I could remember that.
Everyone liked your episodes more than mine, but I didn't mind so much.
I must remember this.
You should. You must. You will. Oh, it was brilliant. We really finally got an opportunity to be creative. We could do the all the ideas that we ever dreamed of, all these cinematic callbacks, timelines, robots, clones,
enough
things
enough.
leading into...
Tell me more about the live show. Tell me more about the live night.
Well, that came back. And
it did?
Yes, it came back. Of course it came back, John. And it was beautiful because we were no longer downstairs. We were now upstairs with cabaret-style seating and socially distanced tables with drink services and reduced operating hours. We started slightly earlier and ended much earlier as well. And we even took tickets and donations, and it was a lot of hard work. Take that off. Yeah, take that off. I was gonna come on and cut this up on stage, but I don't know what that would prove.
Thing is, you've got to admire Trump. That'll be the next law. 0 more years. It's a good joke, but it's not worth it.
This is kind of championed in our minds as the last bastion for freedom of speech. As long as it's left wing, or ironically obvious that's what you're trying to do. If it's not, we won't tolerate it. We'll ask you to get out.
Now, my client is a reasonable man.
It's like any kind of transition. It's like the cucumber turning into the butterfly. You know, like a will rise, like a phoenix from the attic.
Every Monday, except from now on. The Lockdown 2 Electric Boogaloo, the kids are calling it. They are?
I think I've run out of time. Did anyone see me look at my watch?
No.
Oh, well, that's because I didn't. Because I noticed partway through the set that there is actually a clock on that wall over there. If you look, there's a. Sorry. And I didn't actually have a watch on at all. So thank you very much. I'll be good night.
Beautiful night. One more night and we could have saved the orphanage. We were pulling in 14, 15 pounds a night. And
wow.
With that kind of dosh, it was either going to be the orphanage or our bar tab. And that was getting to be a real ball and chain. So much brandy, so much wine, so much slippery nipples. And there's only so many slippery nipples one can get before they get into serious trouble, you know what I'm saying? But then Lockdown 2.
What?
Lockdown 2 happened, which is what this is. This is...
Anyway, tell me more about the 11 years of live shows.
So many things we've been through. What about all the topical points people made every week? On the cutting edge, the zeitgeist, cutting to the core of what was going on there and then. Obviously not so relevant now, but surely you remember those.
One of my favourite events of the year was the riots. I know that's quite controversial. It's been a few months now, but I wasn't involved as well. I'd like to say that now.
In all the news, I've been on a date. Woo! Off the internet. Woo! I feel you're pissy.
So what do you think of the current state of the global economy and the growing threat of the euro crash?
I don't remember.
What about people talking about their roots?
I became a journalist, but with a name like Sue-me. Just didn't work out for me.
I'm not from here, I'm from Argentina, really. I was expecting a round of applause, but no, forget it. Big popcorn crack, never mind.
No, but Liverpool, right, so I'm thinking, it's a little bit like London. I mean, just a little bit. Like, London's got the royal family, and we've got, like, a bunch of cunts on an estate. Taxpayers.
Do you remember this from school? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Well, the person who said that obviously never had this said to them. I'm going to break your neck, you black shit. Go back to Africa and die of hunger. Jesus Christ, Mother, you know we're not from Africa, yeah? We're from South East London, so...
I'm Irish, so let's get all the nonsense out of the way before we start, okay? To be sure, top of the morning, she wears me so late, Fulham, Parshar, Tile, 4, Kai, but Jesus, the priest of Pino. Finding those things, so an Irish man walks into a bar. Turns out to be a complete agent, end of the joke. I hate nonsense, I hate Catholics, go on, you will, feck, our spec, filthy, Michael Fafney, give us your fucking money, potatoes.
My name is Yalmar Chan. My full name is Yalmar Kiel Chan. Don't worry, I'll spell that for you. HJALMARKJ. Hold on one second. ELLTJAN. And sure, it sounds straightforward if I put it to you like that, but some people do find it tricky. I don't blame them. The first two names are ancient Norse, and the last name is Chinese, but in a Dutch phonetic spelling. So I don't blame anyone. If I do blame anyone, it's my parents. Their names are Peter and Lily.
I'm getting nothing. Nothing.
What about the music, John? The beautiful music that filled those halls. The music that you loved. The music that I loved.
If there should be more happiness, so much joy you can give to each brand new bright tomorrow. Let's rave it up.
Because you're crying, because you're dying now.
I'm coming up, so you better get this party started. I'm coming up, so you better get this party started. Hey, I know.
Eating from the chicken shops of London. Oh, Burgundy chord reference, and she will be loved, and she will be loved with or without you. With or without you, oh, let it bleed.
I need your soft voice to talk to me at night, because I'm a light sleeper.
Let's make a beeline for the sea lion, and we'll be lying together. Let's all rush to the walrus, and it's just us forever.
A drug, I not the pill.
This evening I've tried
Adorable when you cried.
to run off twice.
Can't wait to wrap this up in ice.
When there's no getting over that rainbow, when my smallest of dreams won't come true, I can't face all the madness this world has to give, but I won't last a day without Jester Jesters, ladies and gentlemen! Hooray!
It's not coming back. I can't remember.
What about all the people doing the cocaine in the toilets? Or the other one-liners?
What else you interested in? And he went, he's, I can't do the London accent, but he was like, I like crossbows and people watching. So I told you about masturbation finally. Every man, woman and child does it. Someone asked me the other day if I saw the glass as being half full or half empty. And I was like, neither man, I see a vase without any flowers in it. Which makes me really, it makes me really optimistic that one day I'm going to get some flowers.
I hate people that take drugs, like cops.
My parents recently went on like a round the world holiday. I also did something similar. I spent the last year going around the sun.
I don't remember.
Don't you remember the theme nights? The monthly end of the month theme nights? Plagiarism night.
Do you know what it's like to be married to a wonderful man for 14 years?
No, I can't say that I do.
Went to my psychiatrist. I said, I think I'm crazy. He goes, I think you're crazy too. I said, I want a second opinion. He says, you're ugly too. And there he comes in. He's got a bag of oranges. which he's taking back as a present for his nieces and nephews in Glenavady. Oranges from London. Oh, yeah.
Religion has convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute, every day. And his invisible man has made a list of 10 specific things he doesn't want you to do. And if you do any of these things, he will send you to a horrible special place of burning and fire and smoke and torture and anguish for you to live forever and suffer and burn and scream until the end of time. But he loves you.
No game, John. Take a look out this window and tell me what you see.
See a car park.
Well, that's funny, John, because when you last looked out that window, you saw an idea.
Yes, I remember.
I thought so.
I remember thinking that's the best place to put the car park.
A lot of people come up to me and say, Chris, do a lot of people really come up to you?
I'm gonna fuck you softly.
Sketch night.
Yes! It's Mr. Internet! There he is.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! You look like elbow skin!
25 quirky normal people, so like that, quirky people.
Okay, you're gonna have to spell it me.
Oh, thank you.
I hadn't planned on falling in love that day. I mean, who does that?
It's no use. I don't remember.
Why? Surely you remember this. You know we belong together. You and I forever and ever.
No matter where you are, you're my guiding star. And from the very first moment I saw you, I never felt such emotion, walking on air. Just to know you are there.
Hold me in your arms, don't let me go. I want to stay forever.
I can't.
Closer each day, home and away.
Remember?
No, I don't. I'm not getting anything here. I don't remember any of this.
We were drunk every night.
Oh, Jester Jesters!
Yay!
So, do you remember what Jester Jesters is now?
Yes, all back to new normal. What have you been doing here?
Just whatever it was we were doing here.
I don't know. 11 years, 30 episodes of this, and for what? No one watches this, no one shares it, no one sent any clips of themselves performing at the night. And yet, when we're finally back at the Betsey Trotwood sometime in 2021, there they'll all be, queuing up, clawing for stage time, smiling. What an utterly pointless, demoralising exercise all of this is. Oh, by the way, are you okay to host next week's episode?
Sure. See you next week, guys.
It's nice to know that there's someone who will be there and will always care. You're always there when there's no getting over that rainbow. When my smallest dreams won't come true, I can